Welcome to another episode of IKONTUBE, a show dedicated to the influencers industry. I'm your host, Katia Walters. In this episode, I'm with an awesome fashion and beauty influencer who started her career at the age of 15 when there was no Instagram or Twitter. She has been the model and ambassador of famous brands like Beats by Dre and Forever 21. She is the winner of the show House of DVF on E! I am thrilled to welcome Hanna Beth. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about where you're from, where you grew up.
I am from Los Angeles, so I've been here my whole life.
And where were you from originally? Did you come?
Well, I was born in New York, but I moved to LA when I was 5 years old, so I've been out here ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you like living in Los Angeles?
I love it. Like, I've always thought about moving, and I've kind of traveled all over the world, but LA is home for me and my family's here. So I just feel like I'll probably end up being here for a while.
Yeah, not a bad place to be.
Yeah,
right?
we have the best weather, and I don't know.
How did you get into the digital media world?
I basically started getting into social media when I was around 16 years old, I'd say, 15 or 16. It's kind of when MySpace was first starting, and I created an account on there, and I would just kind of talk about just struggles I was going through as a teen, and I'd post I would just take a bunch of pictures of my outfits and my makeup, and basically people just started kind of liking my content, and I got a following on there, and that's kind of where it all started.
How incredible. So you just figured that you could just build a career, or how did that all kind of come out?
Well, at first I was obviously just doing it for fun, because I didn't really think that being in social media was a thing yet, because back then it wasn't. So I always also wanted to do modeling. So when I was in high school, I would find photographers offline and literally shoot with anyone that would take my picture. And I'd always style my shoots. So that's kind of how I'd show my style and my fashion. And when I was around 18, a company called Buzz Media contacted me, and they were like, we see what you've created with your MySpace. We want you to do that, but do it for our site and kind of run a blog and do interviews. And that's kind of when I just started getting into social media. I was like, oh, it's going to be a job. Cool.
That's so cool. So how do you come up with your strategy now for your marketing or for your media platforms?
I guess now, before my thing, my social media was very fashion-based, and now I've kind of moved more into beauty and skincare. And I guess it just depends. I don't like to take it too seriously, but I like to keep my page very authentic and myself, and so people know that it's me and it's not just promotions and things like that.
Right.
To keep it real.
Well, I love your style is off the hook. There was this one photo, it was amazing. You're wearing these jeans and then you had these boots on. It was very just cool and avant, you're totally unassuming, but the epitome of cool.
Oh, thank you.
Comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
I thought that said a lot and a good message when you talk about authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like playing with style and trying all different kinds of trends and looks, and yeah.
And so you had some success in Japan, right? You've been doing a lot of stuff over there.
When I was younger, I spent a bit of time out in Japan. I did some modeling out there, and I worked with a bunch of their magazines and e-commerce sites. And then while I was out there, I also designed a phone case collection. So that was really exciting.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, I loved it there. I want to go back really bad.
Was there a theme behind it, or what was the premise behind the phone collection?
It was kind of just things I loved. I just did these really cool different designs that I guess represented me in different ways, and it did really well. It was cool.
How fantastic to be able to create on this kind of platform.
Yeah, no, it's been really exciting. I've definitely been giving so many different opportunities because of social media, which is cool.
How was it to be on the House of Diane von Furstenberg, and you were the winner, right?
Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I had no idea I was going to win that show. I always thought there's no way I'd make it till the end. But the whole experience was it was really cool, because I got to learn about fashion design. I got to design a really cool jumpsuit that got to be a part of her collection for spring. I got to meet a lot of really cool people in the fashion industry. And, I was living in New York through it, which was really fun.
What an experience. How cool is that? I mean, and obviously you fit right in with the whole fashion world and everything.
Yeah, it was fun, bringing a bit of edge to that kind of conservative company.
What was it like working with Diane von Furstenberg and her team?
It was just very, I guess, inspirational and educational, I'd say. Like I definitely learned a lot about fashion that I didn't really know before.
And one more question. How many wrap dresses did you get?
I definitely wore a lot of wrap dresses. Yeah, there's a lot of wrap dresses going on.
You must have quite the collection now.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of DVF stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
They're so iconic and comfortable, so it's great.
Oh, I have so many.
You do? Yeah, they're great.
Yes, love them. You've been modeling for a long time, and you're obviously a very successful influencer. What is more of the drive for your passion?
I mean, I'd say a few years ago it was probably modeling. I was doing like a lot of modeling back then, and now like since I've gotten like a bit older, I've kind of like steered more away from that. So I am focusing more on the whole like influencer thing, even though I hate that word. But yeah, I guess that's like where like my main focus is, because I love like working with brands and helping them like grow and create cool content for them. And you know, I think that's like the best part of all of it. And I also like, I guess as an influencer, like my whole thing is I really like to inspire like the younger generation and kind of just help them know, like, I don't know, a lot of people go through like different struggles or bullying, and I want to kind of have a platform that shows that you can go through those things but still take good out of it.
You have a platform to do it. I mean, why not do good? That's amazing. And speaking of platforms and companies, you have a company with your mother that you're working on, correct?
Yeah, well, my mom has a clothing company called Sober is Sexy, and it kind of helps promote like being sober, like, but like in a cool way. Like you can still have fun without drugs and alcohol. And like, so my mom like runs a company, but I kind of help her with like designs and like, you know, concepts for like the shoots and all of that. And it's been a really fun experience. We've been doing it for like almost 10 years now.
Wow, how I mean, I would have never thought 10 years, that's it.
Yeah.
And to have such an experience with somebody who's obviously been mentor to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I love working with my mom. She's like my best friend.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so sweet. What's the next chapter in your career?
At the moment, you know, we are still like going to be expanding like the brand, and I wrote a book, and I'm planning on writing another book, and kind of just taking it all day by day. I like try not to think about the future too much, but you know, I definitely have like lots of goals, and I'm kind of just focusing on that and just taking it all.
I'm going to give you 3 names. Mm-hmm. And you can respond with one word to tell me what you think about them.
Okay, cool.
All right. Coco Chanel.
Iconic.
Hanna Beth.
Beauty.
Manny Gutierrez.
Glamour.
So very glamorous.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
I love getting to learn about your take on things and working with your mom. It's so cool.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to watch more interviews with your favorite influencers, please like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And see you soon.